Anthony Jules here, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Anthony Jules.
So my girl knew a notary at the time, so she just wrote this statement. I don't even think she wrote the statement. I think my girl wrote the statement up, made the notary and fucking the girl's name. Dude, it was crazy, and they
And they
fucking
bought that?
bro, they dismissed it,
Wow.
dismissed the whole shit, bro. I was just beating charges left and right. And they were so fucking pissed at me. They were like trying to get me and shit. So when they got me for this, so I went back to the barbershop after because I was working at the barbershop. So I told my boss, I'm like, yo, can you hold my chair? I still was paying him weekly. I'm like, yo, hold my chair. I'll be back in like a month. I just gotta lay low. As soon as I came back to the barbershop, literally the next day, they came in the barbershop because I was trying to let my shit heal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they came in literally the next day. They were like, "Yo, we need to talk to you." And they took me to the back. They said, "Oh, so what's going on? Where were you at?" And I told them. They're like, "What's that on your arm and your leg?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I was down the shore. I hit a sandbank and scraped my shit up." They're like, "Yeah, all right, come on, let's go."
So did
So
they run the bike and all that?
yeah, obviously, yeah. So check this out. So I end up going down there. Oh, so before I had like over a G on me in my pocket. That it wasn't from cutting hair at the time because at the time I really didn't give a fuck. I was just I was hustling so much I didn't really give a fuck. I was just using it as an outlet pretty much just like cover up type deal. So I'm like, here, let me give this money. This is my boss's money. Let me give this money to him. So because if I would have went in with it, they would have took it from me. I wouldn't even able to bail myself out.
Yeah.
So what happened was is I gave it to my boss. They took me down. I got bailed right out. And so I'm in the room, and this detective hated me, and he goes, he sits down to talk. He wants to turn the recorder on, and he wants to talk about the situation. I said, I'm not speaking till my attorney's present. He was so pissed. He fucking slams the fucking desk. He fucking shuts it off. He starts to walk out of the room and turns around and goes, "You know what? You're you're going down for this one. You're doing way more than a year for this." And I said, "Oh yeah, you think so?" I said, "I bet you I won't." And sure enough, I beat that charge too. So, yup, public defender. So at the time, Craigslist was popping. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I made this story up. Like, listen, I got the bike off Craigslist, and I went there to purchase it. The guy forgot the title, so I gave him half the money, and I told him when he would tomorrow I'll give him the other half, and whatever, and fucking cool. But he never called me, never hit me back. He ended up the phone ended up turning off, and I didn't know what to do. So I was, I drove the bike. So the judge at the time was like, yeah, I don't even, I hate Craigslist. It's a terrible place and shit like that. And they ended up fucking, she dismissed the whole fucking
Wow.
case.
You're
Yeah,
walking
dude.
out and that cop's probably
Yo,
pissed.
so I'm spanking this shit, dude. And then I got hit with another eluding again on a street bike. Yeah, I took the cops for
How'd,
a run.
how'd that one go?
I ran out of fucking gas. Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
what happens when you run out of gas? You just put your
so,
hands up?
dude, I tried to play it off. So,
I didn't know you were in back of me.
dude, it was crazy. I dick them in a couple townships. I go hide out in another township, and I'm at a Wawa, and I actually see one of my buddies there, and he's like, yo, he's like, what's up? You want to? I told him what was going on. You need a ride? He had a truck and everything. Yo, throw your shit on the back. I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's been a couple hours now. I should be all right. That was probably one of the dumbest moves I did. Um, not realizing my game. I was all fucked up, on Xannies and shit. Like I didn't give a fuck. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. As soon as I left the Wawa, I go down the street.
So
Cherries
you
come
didn't
on.
get gas when you were at the Wawa?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't even know. Like I had no idea. And well, the Wawa I was at didn't even have a gas station anyway.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know I was low on gas. I wasn't even fucking paying attention to the gauge at all. My heart, my adrenaline was so fucking, pumping crazy. So I end up cherries on. I'm fucking gone. Right. All of a sudden, I turn down this road and I'm like going uphill. My shit ain't really. The cops coming up next to me. I'm like, got this shit pinned. I'm like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And he's telling me to pull over. So I pull over and I'm like, damn, dude, I shut the bike off and shit. And I'm like, my bad. I said, my bad. I didn't even see, bud. Like that. And he's like, oh, and, he was like, oh, okay. And then he starts going like this. He's like, said, I smell gas. Just like that. I smell gas. I'm like, yeah, oh, and he's like, goes over to the bike and he tries starting the bike, turns it on. He's like, you ran out of gas, dude. Fucking, he's like, put your hands behind your back. So I got that eluding.
Was that
Uh,
bike stolen or no?
that bike wasn't stolen. Nope. Was it stolen? I don't know if I got a frame for that one. I don't think it was stolen. I think I bought that one.
Because that would be grand larceny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think I did. I think I did. Might have purchased that one because that one was custom too. I'm not sure if I. I don't think I got a frame for it. I think I did purchase that one. So yeah, I got the looting charge. So now I think am I on probation or no? This case is pending. Oh
But by
yeah,
this point, you already been to county, right? A bunch of
yeah.
times.
I was in and out of county all the time. That was the thing. So yeah, I'm hitting that eluding charge. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got the eluding charge pending, and I get hit with a distribution charge. Yeah. Um, I must sold. Oh, oh, wow! I forgot about this one. Somebody tries to buy 30s off me, right? Good amount, maybe like I don't know, it was like 60 or 80 per 30, around there, 60, 80 or 100 of them. I don't know. So I knew the guy. He came with a supposed friend, right? My whole thing was I'm beating him. Like I'm not even gonna get him these 30s, right? So I get the money, boom, take off, right? So I take off, got the bread. Probably about a month later, I end up getting locked up. So in my discovery, I sold an undercover, and the when I beat the when I took the money for the pills, that was supposed to be a setup for me.
So
Yeah,
it was really an undercover, but you beat the money for
I
the
beat it
undercover.
undercover, and it was literally like 3 or 4 town because it was like right in the middle of like 3 or 4 townships, and it told me all the townships that were like waiting for this transaction, and I beat them.
Wow. So if you came back, you would have been hit.
Hit, yeah. So I beat them. They were probably so pissed at that.
I'm surprised they didn't give you a robbery charge for that.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So when I seen that, they gave me some charge. I don't know if it was like a theft or something of they gave me like a theft of like municipal, like I don't know what you would call it, but I don't think that was, I don't know if
Did
that was.
anyone try to rob you during your time selling?
Oh yeah, 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 hell yeah. Yeah, I got robbed in Camden. I got pistol whipped.
Walk me through the time you got pistol whipped.
All right, so my boys hooked me up with this supposed plug, and I head out to Camden to go, buy like a hundred pills, and I get out of the car. They're like, "Yeah, this dude, he's straight. You know what I mean? He's cool." I'm like, "All right, bet." My dumbass always going places by myself. Like I don't give a. I'm like rolling out because I always fought and shit. That was my thing. But like I was so dumb, like not thinking like, yeah, whatever, like so. I was walking with the guy to go to the house, right? And he literally was right like next to me like this. And as he's walking like this, and I'm right here, and like the house is in the brick walls like right here. He just turns around and fucking pistol whips the shit out of me. And his boy was coming down the steps. Yeah, yeah. So I'm like fighting with these dudes. Then next thing you know, I'm fucking on the ground. Dude hits me from the side. I'm on the ground. And they're running my pockets and grab my shit. And
Oh,
see you later.
and they're
Yeah,
gone,
but
right? And you're all
yeah, at
bloody.
the time, man, thankful enough they didn't kill me. You know,
People
and
get killed out there all the time, Camden.
all the time, bro, all the time. I had that mentality. Like I didn't give a about nothing. Yeah, so I ended up going to court for these charges. Oh, so when I was locked up for the distribution and shit, I was in jail. I was in jail probably for like 6 or 7 months. I finally copped out to like drug court because I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to get back on the streets. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back on the streets. So yeah, I didn't get back on the streets. I went to a halfway house.
Kind of like you got to
Halfway,
go to programs and all this stuff, right? To jump
yeah,
through hoops.
before I go home. So I go to the halfway house, and I'm only there for a month. And I ended up sneaking out. I snuck out a couple times. I'll go see this girl. And then the one time I snuck out, I went far away because it was in Trenton. And I went back to my hood. And obviously I got high. And what happened was is alarm went off or something. So they called everybody to if they were like doing their jobs or whatever.
Yeah.
They had to get back to the fucking house. I of course got back there late as fuck because I wasn't even in the area. I had like everything timed out. So, we would work. We would go through like a hall and work. At this building next door to like where all the it was like a homeless shelter, and we would like wash the fucking blankets, and I would just dip. So I walk in the front door because it was over with. I'm like, fuck it. I walk in the front door. They're like, yo, you can't be here. The cops come. You gotta go. So I'm like, bet. I fucking bounce. So I
So
was
they
on
give
the
you a chance to go on the run, though. Basically, right? It's
basically,
not
yeah, yeah. They're
like
like, you can't. They're like, yo, you can't be here. Like you weren't here, so you left. Like we called the cops. Like they're gonna be here, so you could either stay and get locked up or fucking bounce.
so. Now that means you're facing your full sentence or whatever it was, right?
Yeah. So I ended up leaving. Of course, I was on the run. I was on the run for a couple months, and then I got hit with. I got pulled over. I was with this girl. We get pulled over. I don't even know what for. The cop tried to say that I threw trash out the window, and I definitely didn't throw trash out the window because there was a trash can right fucking next to the car. I think that was just an excuse, or he knew
Yeah.
something. I busted a trap at the fucking McDonald's, and right after that, that's when the cops pulled up on me. So as
Because they
soon as they
probably
pulled,
seen it. They probably seen you doing a deal or something.
yeah. So as soon as they fucking pull me out, and they I go to put my arms behind my back. Pew, gone. See it. Take off. I'm running. So I'm out running. Jump over the guardrail. Boom. It's like January. Jump over the guardrail. Go down this hill. It's like a wooded area. I'm like sliding down. Then all of a sudden it's this lake, bro. And it's all ice. I'm like, I'm running across this motherfucker.
You
Dude,
did?
no. Busted my ass.
You went to go and fell through?
No, I didn't fall through. I slipped.
Oh
I
man.
slipped. Boom. And then cops were right on me, dude. Well, the one, dude, they fucking were stomping me, bro. They stomped me in that motherfucker. They stomped me in that ice, bro. That cold ass water drug me out of that motherfucker. They're like, now, fucking climb back up the hill. The hill's like this, dude. Right? So I'm like, yeah, you can't stand up and just walk up it. You have to like, shimmy up that motherfucker. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I kept like trying and falling. I'm like, I can't, dude. They're like, climb up that hill. I don't care if you have to bite every rock with your
And you're handcuffed?
Yeah, handcuffed. I'm like, bro, you're gonna have like I can't go up that motherfucker, falling down. Boom, boom, boom. Finally, they uncuffed me. They're like, yo, you pick something up, we're gonna fuck you up.